Alright, welcome to a short and half camera dying episode of The Moral Limits. Today we'll be chasing the coattails of Avengers Endgame's hype, and we'll be talking about Avengers 1. To start off with, my thoughts on this movie are, I think it's a great movie, but not an amazing movie. A lot of problems derive from, we spend the first half of the movie just setting up the Avengers, and then the last half is just fucking fighting in New York. What do you take away from this movie?
I feel like I understand why a lot of people thought it was one of the best movies from the MCU. Because a lot of the other movies didn't come out yet. We didn't have Thor Ragnarok.
I mean, I agree.
Captain Marvel.
Alright. Avengers is better than Incredible Hulk. It's better than Thor. It's better than Iron Man 2. But I would still argue the first Captain America, the first Avenger was better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the CGI.
Not by much. I would probably give it a 5% boost. But Iron Man's still the king of the MCU. But everyone kind of forgot about it when Avengers came out. Because when Avengers came out, I remember everyone's consensus being like, oh!
Is the Avengers the greatest comic book movie of all time?
Avengers or Dark Knight?
By far! This is the greatest comic book movie of all time. I mean, no question. This isn't even a question. By far.
And it was just like, wow, is that an overstatement? You know what I mean?
A lot of that hype probably goes with how much money went into it, because the more you hear about how much money it made, the more you think it does better.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are saying Captain Marvel's doing amazing because they made $90 million.
Or like, I was looking at Instagram today and there was a post of like, oh look, Black Panther won an award, and Brie Larson won an award. Well, here's the thing. Black Panther did win an award. But the picture they used for Brie Larson was from her Oscar-winning movie The Room. Nothing to do with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
One of the things that really it didn't bother me when I saw The Avengers, it bothered me when Man of Steel came out, which was no one had a goddamn problem with any of the destruction, which sure is a lot of destruction in Avengers. But everyone lost their goddamn minds when Man of Steel did it.
The following is rated D for fucking dumb.
He's the hero who stood for truth, justice, and the American way.
Is that what Andy Signor stood for?
But this time stands for destroying American property.
That's a $12 million piece of hardware.
$12 million hardware that was trying to invade his privacy.
The Canadian Arctic.
By accident while on his first flight.
This guy's livelihood.
This guy who was just a dick.
Bruce Wayne's satellite.
While trying to take Zod away from Metropolis, which is what everybody asked for.
And like half of Metropolis.
And it was Zod who split the building in half, not Superman. And oh fucking no, he hurt a fucking freight train.
I would still say Man of Steel had a lot more damage.
Yes, more damage for sure, but it's the principle.
The principle?
Yeah, the principle. They get.
So it's like okay. So you're saying it's the same thing as like killing one person's as bad as killing a lot of people?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
I feel like if you're upset by killing people, you should also be upset by killing fewer people. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's still a difference in numbers.
Sure.
If I killed your sister, you'd be really fucking mad.
Yeah.
But if I killed your whole family, wouldn't the anger be different?
We need more testing in this field. Back to the lab.
Oh no.
So here's the thing. There's another thing that it comes to with this, which is
I fucking hate Trump.
People also had a problem with Zod, right? Superman killing Zod. Ooh, Superman would never kill.
I didn't have a problem with that.
Not saying you, but it was a general opinion.
Because I thought Superman never killed anyone?
No, they just had a problem with that Superman killing. They just had a problem with killing. Regardless,
put him into the Phantom Zone.
Well, no. Here's the thing: Superman killed Zod in the first Superman 2. He didn't spun the Earth around and then reversed it, but he still killed him.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand why, because here's the thing. I think Captain America killed in this movie. He threw that guy off the helicarrier. Iron Man kills a lot of terrorists in Iron Man 1.
May have killed that guy.
May have. I didn't see a parachute, and he was not a jet flyer. He was not a jet flyer.
They had helmets on. They were coming in on a fucking
Okay,
helicopter
he
or
won't
something.
receive any brain damage from falling from a helicarrier, but
They're not that far up.
they're in the sky!
He's wearing a helmet. They got tubes and stuff.
If he hits the ground.
He looks like he could have had. He had a bunch of pouches and stuff on all sides. He could have had one.
If he hits the ground, you don't think he's gonna have brain damage.
I'm not talking about. I thought you were talking about him like falling down. However
Oh no, I was
many
talking
thousand.
about the helmet protecting him from
No.
Because you mentioned he had a helmet. I was like, what good does that do? But
If you're Captain America, apparently it's not good enough. You have to have a little hoodie under there.
I honestly, I don't have a problem with the destruction in Avengers. I feel like they all did their damn best to save New York.
But that's where the problem pretty much lies with everyone else. For Man of Steel, is Superman. This is comparing them because the Avengers are comparable to they're superheroes.
Right, and they came out a year apart.
Whatever on the year, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The point is, Superman, who has been spending his life repressing his powers,
Conceal, don't feel. Just let it go.
to the point where he had to conceal his powers and not save his adopted father.
Well, that's because the dad didn't want to be saved. He was just like, chill. Sit this one out.
Right, but he grew up in this world where the repression that he had in the comics and in other versions of Superman was multiplied
Yeah.
to the point where he didn't save his father.
Because the dad said not to. Everyone kind of said...
Right, his dad's part of the problem.
Okay, well, okay, all right. I don't think it's a narrative problem for them to go this more grittier route. Like, it's a different choice. I don't feel
There's gritty routes to go with Superman and Batman that are even grittier than what you get in a lot of the other Batman comics and animations. Batman vs. Superman, the original Frank Miller, is a very gritty version.
Yeah.
The
Nazi titties.
Yes.
Okay, but here's the thing. I feel like they very well set up what the Superman is and how he would react. I don't think there's a flaw in the way it was written.
Sure, they set it up
Yeah.
the way they wanted it, but that's the problem. It's not that they have an issue trying to figure out this Superman. They figured out this Superman. They just don't like it.
Okay. See, I can understand that more because the way I heard criticism were because a lot of friends, Boaz would say it's just a bad Superman. I don't think it's a bad Superman. I just don't think he's the...
Yeah, I don't think this Man of Steel Superman is the worst Superman I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go and watch the older movies. I didn't like them.
I like the Christopher Reeves ones. I like them.
I wouldn't say it's the best.
It's kind of like...
It's better than Christopher
have you
Reeves.
seen the Adam West Batman?
Yeah, but I don't like that type of Batman.
I mean,
Some people do. I can go ask my friend Aaron and Roey. They love that
there
Batman.
you go, yeah.
I bought them the first season for their fucking birthday.
Good gift.
And they like it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But we're also allowed to like what we like.
Exactly.
Which is why that's why I have an issue with people saying that it's they're making such a big fit. It's because they liked their Superman the way they had it.
I feel like a lot more like CinemaSins or Screen Junkies or a lot Nostalgia Critic.
Man of Steel sucks! Man of Steel is freaking awesome and you know it! Yeah, maybe for blood-hungry psychopaths, but for those of us who love an American icon, it's bullshit!
They could at least put in the effort to say that this isn't a badly constructed movie, this isn't a bad movie, this isn't my type of Superman. You know what I mean? Because that's fair. Not everyone's in the same, like... I know a lot of people who didn't like The Dark Knight because they like the more comic book, fantasy-based Batman. Which is why a lot of people love the Batman animated series, because it satisfies a lot of different needs, you know what I mean? It's dark in areas, but it's also fun in areas, you know what I mean? There's a lot of detective work, but there's also a lot of fantasy elements, you know what I mean?
But a lot of people like DC not as much for the... not that they don't, but they like the villains more than they like the heroes, usually. That's the usual average consensus.
Yeah, that was...
and it's usually the inverse for Marvel.
Yeah.
Where then you get outliers like Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that a lot of people loved.
Yeah.
To a point you have there's like a Thanos Chad group on Facebook.
Wait, Thanos Chad?
Yes.
Alright.
Where they're like scheming ideas of how to say what Thanos did was okay.
That is my Twitter bio. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just leave that. I mean, I think this was probably the most...
Somewhere up here.
Yeah, this was a very level-headed discussion of Man of Steel. I don't think I've seen one this level-headed, you know what I mean?
On a Avengers movie.
Yes.
Review.
Avengers. 8 out of 10. What do you say?
It's like a 7.5, honestly.
There you go.